Hello, it's me. Oh, I've just got off a plane. I've had a very bloody hectic week. I've just landed after doing photographs. I've been in Auckland doing photographs. It's been bloody exciting. You know, new book, new photographs, all the drama. Oh, it's been fun. I do love it. I had the most amazing time. And I've had a beautiful week. I've had a really beautiful week full of lots of beautiful things. And, but I did experience some sadness, I guess. Some sadness with a friend of mine who is going through some really rough shit. It's a lot of people out there, going through rough shit right now. And I don't know, I think we can blame the moon or something. But there's just life happens, isn't there? So I had a friend call me and say, would I talk to their partner because he was and I said, yeah, sure, what's wrong? And she goes, oh, he's beside himself. He's beside himself. Isn't it interesting that we describe people who are distraught as being beside themselves? Now, I remember reading years ago that ancient wisdom believed that that the soul and the body can actually part under great emotional stress. So when you were in huge amounts of distress, your soul would literally leave your body, which is the origin of the conversation around being beside yourself. Your soul leaves your body and is beside you. So isn't that funny? I just love that saying, oh, he's beside himself, actually means something. I really like that. So obviously sometimes your soul just needs space and goes, fuck it, I'm out. I've got to go and you need to make some changes in your world and I just need to give you some space. So it's like a little time out. And your soul goes, nah, I'm out, right? So I think this happens when it's not a stroll, when your soul wants to go for a stroll, maybe. But, it just needs time. It needs some time. It needs some boundaries. It needs you to sort your shit out, to make some decisions. Maybe it feels constricted. Or maybe you're not giving your soul enough of what it needs. As if there's not enough people in your life fucking pulling on your chain. Now you've got to do something to look after your soul. But what does your soul need is a really great conversation. So this is the conversation I had with my friend. I'm like, okay, so you've had a lot of shit. You've had some shitty news. You're pretty much on the floor. You're at the bottom. You've gone all the way into what I call the pit of despair. Now, I quite like helping people at this point. I don't mind a pit of despair because I think it's a real honour to sit with people when they're messy. When do you get really fucking messy? 3 a.m. bathroom floor, oh my God. That time where you're like, hey, it's me. Hey, God, it's me. I need a hand. When are you literally just going, what the fuck? And you're having one of those moments where you're on your knees, or you are beside yourself because your soul has left your body. I think that's a really interesting concept. And I couldn't help, once I thought about, as soon as my friend said he's beside himself, I was like, ooh, his soul has left his body. You might not believe that or not, but it's an interesting way to think about things, isn't it? So I have been thinking, since I got off this phone call, about honouring our souls. And my observation this week is not enough people are honouring their souls. And what we're doing is we're existing rather than living. And I think the reason our souls come to life school is to live. They want to live. They want to do the living stuff, right? They don't come here to fucking exist. No soul comes to the planet to vacuum and pay bills and go to bed early, right? They come here to learn. They come here to have an experience. And so what does your soul want? What does your soul want? I think it's the random things that you love that other people think is really odd. My soul likes it. I like it. When you buy Olivani and you get to rip the paper lid off, that makes me so happy. The first one in, rip the lid off, that little slicky bit of paper that sticks to the buttery Oliviani stuff. I love that, right? I love opening shoe boxes. I actually my soul likes new shit. Also really likes old shit. I'm a bit of a junk slut, so it likes old stuff. And it's what actually birds make my soul happy. I can just sit and watch a little finch for a very long time. What are the things that you can feel your soul go, ah, what is that? A jar of really good pens and a bit of stationery. That makes me happy. Like there's lots of little things that make our souls happy. And they're the things that really you can't explain, I think. They're the things where you go, like if you love basketball and you buy a basketball, then that's cool. But I don't think that's what your soul wants. I think your soul, it's harder to explain those things. It's like, why do I love coloured pens all in the jar? I don't know. I don't know why I love that. Why do I love collecting little shells off a beach? I can do that for days. My family is so annoyed with that. I'm always coming home with little piles of shells. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is I want you to think about, I want you to have an observation of what makes people's souls happy. What is that? Is it fresh sheets on your bed? What is the thing that you go, oh, yeah, I love that. Is it a conversation? I love a deep conversation. Oh, that makes me fucking so happy. A very deep conversation. I love words. My soul loves words. My soul loves words. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what can you do to honour your soul so that you don't get beside yourself. Now, sometimes we can't help being beside ourselves because shit happens, right? There is heartache and trauma and illness and challenges, and they're just coming thick and fast for some people. And sometimes you can't do much about it. But I think finding what I call a pocket of perfect, finding a little thing that's going to lift you up, that's going to just make your soul go, what is that thing? Think about that today. Think about that on your Friday, because I reckon it's worth thinking about. So you'll be pleased to know my friend's partner is feeling a little bit better. I reminded him of some of the awesome things in his world. I said, come on, let's make a list of all the awesome stuff. And he's like, oh my God, I knew you'd say something shit like this. And I'm like, I know it sounds lame, but could we just make a little gratitude list, please? And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. And then he's like, yeah, fuck, that's really annoying. Actually, I'm being indulgent, aren't I? I'm like, no, we're allowed to be indulgent. It's okay to have a shit day. It's okay to sit on the floor and feel fucking sorry for yourself. But it's absolutely necessary to find a wee way out. So find something that just gets a little bit of light in your tunnel. Whatever that little thing is, I think, is really worth looking for, because there's always someone worse, right? There's always someone worse. So think about what makes your soul happy. And think about that next time someone says, I'm beside myself, you'll know where that saying comes from. Right, happy Friday. I am going to get driving now. Happy Friday. Have a gorgeous weekend. Love ya. Bye.